The big game is fast approaching, but wait, you still haven't got your tickets. You've spent hours searching, but you're still confused about ticket prices. Time to stop searching. Visit ticketcompare.com. We compare ticket prices for all the popular leagues and tournaments for you. We work only with the most trustworthy sites, so you can have peace of mind when buying your tickets. Compare prices, buy tickets, get to the game. Ticketcompare.com. Buying tickets made simple.
Would they know it's me or not? Who would they think? Yeah. Did they go to work?
Yeah, we tell them, yeah.
What did you tell them?
We just tell them it's you.
Huh?
We just tell them it's you.
This morning?
Yeah, no, about an hour ago. Hi everybody, welcome to the press conference ahead of the Sevilla game tomorrow. We have Michael Carrick here and it will be in the same format as the managers just conducted. If you want to pop your hand up and we'll come to you and then get it started.
Can you use a total now?
Yeah, when it's in Spanish.
Michael, your manager said that this is going to be your last season. Is it going to be your last season at Manchester United as a player? Have you decided to join his coaching staff next season?
Yeah, it's I think it's pretty much already said anyway, to be honest with you. But comes a time when, as much as you like it or you don't like it, you know, your body tells you it's time to stop playing football. So that's pretty much where I'm at, which is fine. Something you've got to accept. So that's where I'm at.
Having said that, you're still happy to play football this season. The manager's talked about you being part of his coaching staff. Has anything been sorted out? What can you kind of tell us to kind of update what might happen?
Yeah, well, it's kind of been sorted out. We're still talking about it, to be honest. So there's nothing to totally confirm as yet. But yeah, it's looking likely. Yeah.
Was the decision to stop Michael to do with the heart condition he had? We've not had a chance to speak to you about it. Can you talk us through that a little bit?
After this one, can we get on to the game as well, please? After this one, thank you.
Yeah, obviously I had the problem in the Burton game when it started during the second half, and then had a few tests after that, and same problem kind of came back on the Sunday of that week in training. So then I had to have the procedure the following week, which I went through, which now is totally fine. I'm clear, and it took a little bit of time to get over, but there was some times there where for 2 or 3 days I was kind of thinking, you know, am I going to carry on playing or not? Is it kind of worth it or not? But that quickly passed and I got back fit, and I wanted to finish on my own terms really, when at least I could decide and not be forced to because of that. So I was determined to get back fit. I understood I'd be getting back fit, and I probably game time would be. I don't know what's the word. I wouldn't be playing as many games as probably I might have done, but that's something that I understood, and I've just been training hard and trying to keep fit and managed to play a few games so far and see what happens towards the end of the season.
Michael, how impressed have you been with Scott McTominay when he's come into the side? Does he remind you a little bit of Darren Fletcher when you see the way he's progressed? Yeah,
I mean, it's fantastic, Scott. I mean, he's the next one. I think we keep producing them, which as a club is incredible to. In this day and age, you know, when so much scrutiny and so much money and people are clamouring to sign this player and that player, and to keep having players constantly coming through is an unbelievable achievement. And credit to the manager as well for giving him a chance and sticking with him. And he's played him in some huge games so far this season already. And I think it's great to see the young lads like that to get the chance in big games to find out actually what they can do. And sometimes you don't really know what you've got until you're tested, and I think Scotty's done great. He's had a similar rise to Marcus in effect, where he probably wasn't close to the first team. He got his chance and took it, and he's been pretty much an ever present in and around the squad since then. And it's credit to him, you know. He's a great lad. He's a humble lad. He listens, he learns, he takes it in, which gives him a great chance of improving all the time, and he's certainly done that. Obviously, listen, it's early days. He's got a long way to go. He's at the other end of the scale to where I am, but I'll try and help him as much as I can and give him bits of advice. But credit to him, he's done great so far.
Michael, you've won this competition yourself. How much of a chance do you think this current United side has of winning the Champions League this season, please?
Yeah, I mean, when you start talking like that, it's kind of irrelevant really in some ways, because I'm not disrespecting Sevilla at all. I think it'd be totally wrong of me to start talking about next rounds, quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals, anything like that. And you're leaving yourself open. I think you've got to totally focus on tomorrow night. It's a huge game for all sorts of reasons. It's a big game, and the fact it's the next game, that it's a boring old answer. It's not what you want to hear, unfortunately. But that's how it is. That's how we work. We have to focus on the next game, and it's going to be a tough night for us. But we believe if we play well, plays what we can do, then we'll have a great chance.
And Michael, I guess it's important to be back on the stage. It's been too long for a club like Man United not to be in the last 16 knockout rounds of Champions League here at Old Trafford. Yeah,
without doubt. I mean, for so long it was kind of a given. It was not taken for granted, but it was just what we did. And for so many years, when you go without that little bit, and it kind of hurts and you miss it. And fortunately this year we're back there. We're back out in the knockout stages where it really counts, and you get that extra spicy feeling. There's a little bit extra to it. And we want to be playing these games, the biggest games at this time of the season. Again, not looking past tomorrow night, but for seasons ahead now, I think as a squad we need to develop. We need to be constantly in this position and expected of ourselves, and keep them standards high.
Michael, there's been a lot of questions about Alexis Sanchez since he came in. He's only scored 1 goal so far. What have you made of his start and what he's kind of brought to the team that maybe we don't see?
Yeah, do you know what? He just loves the game. He absolutely loves the game. Every day in training, he's first one out with the ball at his feet, which is great to see. He's desperate to do well. He works hard in training. He's given everything. And listen, we've seen his quality. He's done it for so many years now. We know exactly what he brings, and I mean, he'd be fine. He'll have a great time here. He's I said when he first signed, he's a Man United player. He suits the way we play. He's got that excitement. He always looks forward. He's dynamic. And yeah, you can judge him on the first few games, whatever. But I think over time he'd be terrific, and I've got no doubts about that at all.
Just on Scott again, you mentioned he was humble. The manager was saying before that he doesn't create the headlines, or he's not flash. Is he a bit of an example really to quite a lot of young players now who seem to be sort of obsessed with the trappings, to put that aside and focus on football?
I think it's quite refreshing to look at Scott and see how he deals with it. He goes about his business. He comes in. He's always doing extra. He's training. He's desperate to do well, and always looking for them little things to improve on. And like you say, all the glitz and the glamour and everything that can surround young players these days, he kind of doesn't seem too interested in that, which is fantastic. I think, especially at the stage of his career, it's about making a career. That's how it is. You can't live like you've had a career before you've had the career. You've got to earn it, and you've got to establish yourself. And he's done great so far. He's obviously still got some to go to really fully establish himself as a big player for this club. But so far he's on a great track, and he's given himself the best possible chance to fulfil that. And yeah, he's a shining example to kids looking up to sort of how you can be and within yourself, and how you cope, and body language and mentality and everything. He's done great.
Michael, you've had obviously a fairly limited role this season. How do you see the part you play between now and the end of the season? And also, how would you like to be remembered? Obviously, you bring the curtain down on your career. How would you like to be remembered in your career?
It's a full question, that one. Between now and the end of the season, just keep myself fit, keep myself ready. You never know when going to be needed, and hopefully I can get some game time at some point between now and the end of the season. I still see myself as a player for now anyway. And I'm still enjoying training and being out with the boys, and probably trying to help a lot more now probably than I have in the past, because I'm kind of understand where I'm at, and a bit of responsibilities obviously, but it's being as captain this season as well. But just the age I'm at, and people like Scott and some of the younger boys trying to help them and adapt, and terms of being remembered. I think it's just someone that tried to do the things the right way. Try to work for the team. Being known as a team player, I think, is important. And I can look at it and think, I've given it my best. I've tried all sorts of different things to bring the best out of me, and over the years, and I can say that I'll give my best, so I can look back with no regrets.
Last question, Simon.
Michael, do you get emotional? People talk about the Champions League music and all this kind of stuff. After what you've just said, it could be the last time tomorrow night. Hopefully it's not. But do things like that bother you?
No, not really. No, to be honest, it is what it is. I think you've got to be quite comfortable with the situation. Don't really think too much about it, to be honest with you. I think when I played at Newcastle a few weeks ago, it was probably a bit more emotional for my parents than anything else. Seeing my mum after the game, and it's not something I thought of. I'm just thinking about enjoying the rest of the season and playing as much as I can. Whether that's the last one or not, I hope tomorrow night's not the last by a long stretch. But there's no point thinking about it before it happens.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Cheers, guys. Thanks.